Hello and welcome back for another sneak peek at the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today we've got a lot to discuss as we take a look at a few new items and trinkets. First up, a variation to the item There is Options. Now we got more options. Yes, more options. This golden question mark block sort of works similar to the There's Options item, but instead of having a choice between two boss room items, you will now get a choice between two items in the item room. This is gonna be very interesting. For this item, we'll give you more options when deciding what item path you would like to pursue. And no, I'm not making a pun here. Well, maybe a tiny bit. The option of choice is what makes the D6 item so interesting. See an item you don't like? Reroll it for a different item. Now, this brings us to a new room type that has a tiny chance of appearing. I am talking about double treasure rooms. They work the very same way as the item more options would work, but you don't need the item to encounter them. We also get a small hint that not all treasure rooms will be the same, and that we'll have to work for some of them. Interesting. Now, there's even more in this image, which some of you might have already noticed. It is the item on the right pedestal, which looks like a white flower. Maybe it's a White Lotus? We know the Black Lotus gives the player a heart container, a soul heart, and a black heart. Maybe the White Lotus could give us an eternal heart instead of a black heart. What do you think this item might be? The reason I think this will give us an eternal heart instead of black heart is because Black Lotus, black. White Lotus, white. Just guessing. Now, next up, we got two other items, but we only know the name of these. Both are passive items, so they won't fill up the spacebar slot. First item is the sack hat. This is obviously a reference to the original Rebirth trailer, where we had, it's difficult to explain. Better watch it yourself, but be warned. The sack hat basically is a way to depict the ever-crying child Isaac. But what could this item possibly do? My first guess would be that this item would give us a tier upgrade, but that sounds a tiny bit too obvious, doesn't it? My second guess is a bit far-fetched though. I think this item might function just like Skittle does, but instead of making flies non-aggressive, I would guess this item would make all the hive enemies that are also constantly crying and running away. It'll make those non-aggressive. As I said, far-fetched, but it could be an interesting ability. Maybe. The second item we've got is the passive item named Fruitcake. Again, no description. Now, a fruitcake, if I'm right, is usually eaten during the Christmas season. A joke that is often being made in cartoons is that the fruitcake is as solid and heavy as a brick. This is most likely a link to the fact that a fruitcake with alcohol in it can be preserved for a very long time. Maybe the fruitcake will slow us down, but it will increase our power. I doubt it will be the same effect as the lard item, because why make an item that has the very same effect as a different item without any other stuff? After that, we have two new trinket items that have been revealed, also both without description. These two trinkets are named Mom's Locket and Error. Now, trinkets are pretty hard to interpret, and I hardly know what exactly the current trinkets do, so I'll leave this one up to you all. Any ideas what these trinkets might do? Of course, we will find out what these trinkets do once the game gets released and we're a few days, weeks in, so no stealing information from the Afterbirth wiki and claiming this your own idea after the game has been released, because that would just be unfair. Now, I have one final image for you all that also has a lot to discuss. Take a look at this. Now, the first thing that I noticed is that this is an L-shaped boss room. But I won't be talking about the boss just yet, for I've got a future episode where I will go into further detail about him. So what remains then? We can see 3 pill type items on the ground. The usual shaped pill with a black side, but also 2 pills that are tilted horizontal. Will we be getting new pill effects? Maybe. Or would this be a way to see which ones are bad and which ones are positive? Maybe. Next, we got a yellow bag with a question mark on it. A mystery pickup maybe? You won't know what you'll get till you pick it up. Again, we are walking around in the dark here. The same goes for the blue chest with a white glowing aura around it. The thing this blue chest reminds me the most of is the red chest in the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, with the possibility to get guppy items or soul hearts, or maybe troll bombs and spiders. Maybe this chest will be more heavenly themed when it comes to items. Maybe this chest drops only positive pills. I don't know. I wish I knew what these things did. Anyway, that's all for today. Quite a lot to swallow, especially those pills that we found. So let's hope the effects won't be too bad on us. Also, don't do drugs, definitely don't. For now, I wish you all a very nice day, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my content and want to stay up to date and haven't subscribed yet. Very easy to do, just one click in the button on the bottom right corner or lower in the description. Very easy. For now, I hope you all have a very nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!